good. Alive?
Yeah, but is there a reason why you look so rattled? It's okay, it's fine, it's a safe space. It's about to be a good time.
I don't know. It's always like when I listen to myself talk later on, I'm just like, oh, I sound like that. So I guess I'm still like in that little bubble. I need to loosen up a little bit.
Because for that, we have a solution. Now, weirdly enough, you were supposed to get this after we recorded, but we said have fun. What's the worst that can happen?
I love wine, so this is great. This is perfect.
Yay!
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Wait.
This is different. Okay, so it's airbrush to look perfect. Okay, this is plants.
That looks interesting.
This is what regular stands for. See, this isn't actual dust. It's just glued on in there.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see, what is this?
What's going on, good people? Welcome to episode 2 of Arreglo Radio. And this week's guest is the incredible, the illustrious, the exuberant.
Drum roll.
Lady Slim-Thick.
What's up?
What's going on? You're right.
I'm good. What's happening?
Right. So, introduce yourself to the people while I try to wrangle this mess.
Okay. Well, my name is Charntelle. But I go by that Slim-Thick, Slim-Thick-Diva.
Come on. I let them know.
Okay, this is always kind of hard. Okay. So I have been like a fashion blogger for the last 5-6 years. I do hair. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration. Yes, educated and cute. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Yeah, so yeah, pretty much that's it about me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's your story, huh? How did you find yourself in Vancouver?
It's a funny story actually. My friend is the one who wanted to come to Canada. I wanted to go to the States or the UK. And then, you know, she wanted to come to SFU. And she was like, oh, let's just apply together. She ended up going to Australia. And I ended up here.
Wait, so hold on. You got stranded by your one.
Yeah, and I ended up here. So I'm pretty much like living her life now.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you still talk to this friend that just abandoned you?
Well, she didn't abandon me, but like her dad, seriously, her dad is the one who wanted her to go to Australia. Yeah. So she really, really wanted to come to Canada. She still wants to come. If it hadn't been for this whole COVID thing, she would have been here by now. But yeah, like legit. So she went to Australia just because of her parents, but she actually didn't want to be there. So yeah, hopefully when all this COVID stuff ends, then she'll come and yeah.
That is a rich red. See, I have a heavy paw.
Okay. No, are you trying to kill me?
No.
There's quite a lot. So interesting. I've never seen that wine before.
I've honestly never even seen this bottle. But this is what we're like at Arreglo.
Okay.
Like, we just do like random shit.
Am I going to drink this myself?
No.
Okay.
Because I prefer something a little bit more Irish.
Oh, do you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
In Jameson, like, there were fake bottles being sold.
What do you mean fake bottles?
Like, this December, it was actually, like, a whole thing where people were, like, blacking out. So I guess, like, yeah, I think, like, bars, and you know how people buy, like, drinks from people around or whatever? Yeah, like, you buy from somebody and they deliver to you, you know, like, those
like
after hours.
Kind of
Exactly. So they're, like, So they're, like, quite a few of them now in Zim because I guess there are people who like to drink after hours. People like to actually have, like, drinks delivered to them. But that's the thing. There were, like, a whole bunch of Jameson bottles that were fake that were going around. And people, I know, like, one guy I went to high school with, he actually died from that. He had, like, legit, he went out, had a few drinks, and I guess he got, like, one of those fake ones. Yeah. And then on his way home, he actually, like, got into the car or something and passed out while driving and had an accident and just died.
Wait, so, like, define fake here. Like, is the alcohol percentage too high?
I don't know what they were putting in it. I don't know, but the bottles were actually different. So if you look at the logo, it would be, like, just a slight difference. I don't remember what it was. I think if you look on Twitter or find pictures of it, you will see. But, like, legit, a lot of people are, like, getting sick. And a few people died from it this Christmas. Yeah. So ever since, I'm kind of, like, a bit skeptical to drink Jameson. Because I'm like, is this the real one or is it the fake one?
Sorry, because we're the first world.
I mean, you never know. What if they're selling us the fakes here and you don't know?
Hey, look. If this is what fake Jameson tastes like...
It tastes good. Yeah. You're like, ready to risk it all.
Look. we literally just had this conversation. Risky behavior is how people get pregnant. We're not trying to do that.
Okay, fair enough. But you know what they
Don't
say.
take any sort of-
But like that's the thing. You know what they say. You're not here for a long time, just
here
a
for
good time. So
Speaking of Drake, did you see his new video for
yes,
for Laugh Now Cry Later?
yes, I thought it was really cute.
You thought it was cute. I really found it hilarious.
Why?
Because he got tackled by Marshawn Lee
Oh.
in the music video. That's the greatest
But I
thing
feel
I've
like-
seen in such a long time. I'm like, yes, break this light-skinned Canadian man then.
What?
Snap him in
But do you
half.
know what's so crazy? I've never found Drake attractive, but recently I'm just like, what are you using? Like, what's your skin routine? Like, what's happening? I don't know why.
Hold on, time out. Hold on.
No, seriously. So like that's why maybe I found the video cute because I was just like, oh, hello, Drake.
I have several questions because I have several females in my life that would literally hate you for saying that.
Seriously?
When did this change in opinion occur? Like, when did you all of a sudden start going?
Like,
oh,
I
Drake
think-
is kind of like a cute man then.
I think like in the last 2 months. After
months?
yeah, like when he did the whole
2 months?
was it Trinidad or Barbados where like when he was with Popcan, I was just like, oh, well, hello, like what's up? And then like ever since I've kind of just been seeing his face looks different. Like no, I'm actually being serious. Like
2
like
months?
2 months because before
So
that
for the last 10 years that Drake has been a popular artist, you'd be like,
yeah. Actually, I'd always just see Drake and I'm like, yeah, it's Drake.
okay, you know what? Okay.
Not once was I ever like, ooh, hello. No.
Okay, you know what? Since we're here,
Mm-hmm.
let's play a game. Yeah?
Okay. Should I be scared?
Probably. Like, okay, so let's rank like 1 to 5, right?
Okay.
Of all the celebrities out there. This is going to be like controversial, but this is how we get views. Hashtag clickbait. But so we're going to play like 1 to 5. Yeah.
Okay. How many are you asking?
1 is like your least attractive celebrity, and
Okay.
5 is like your most attractive celebrity.
All right. You're only allowed to ask 3.
What do you mean ask 3?
Like 3 celebrities. So you
Okay,
have to
okay,
pick
fine,
wisely.
Okay, fine. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna like just go off what like Black Twitter loves. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm just gonna assume that like Black Twitter is gospel at this point. Okay, Drake on a scale of like 1 to 5.
Now I would say he's like a 4.5.
You know what?
Like,
Okay,
seriously.
you know what? Let's actually like expand the scale. 1 to 10.
Okay, 1 to
Drake.
10.
Where is he?
He's like a 9 right now.
Okay, so Drake's a 9. Morris Chestnut.
Ooh, honey.
So you like him dark, is it?
Whew, okay, that's a tough one. You know what? Because like Morris Chestnut, he's like universal for everybody. I don't know a female who's on this planet who doesn't think that he's attractive.
I don't know why, but I feel attacked.
Why?
I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why.
Have you seen pictures of his son? He's got a son.
Why would I be looking at pictures of Morris
He's got
Chestnut's
a
son?
son.
Of all things to
You
be
say
looking at.
Black Twitter, it was there.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Boris, whatever the fuck his name is. You know the German like model guy?
Yeah.
The real house husbands of Hollywood?
I think I'll give him like maybe a 6.
Okay. Tyrese Gibson.
5.
Now I'm confused. Now I'm vexed.
What I think also like it has to do with Tyrese's personality is just crazy.
Hey, well, we're not going off
Yeah, but like even
personality.
like his looks, it's like a bit. I don't know. Morris Chestnut, yeah, but Tyrese is like a 5.
I can't do this conversation.
Seriously.
Just spiraling. Okay. Let me think of someone else. LeBron James.
Maybe a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know everybody's kind of going crazy over his walks, and I don't know. Like, I've been trying to see it, but I don't. Like, I mean, I'm just like, I mean, okay. I guess maybe it's kind of like the Drake situation I was saying. Like, I kind of just see, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then maybe it takes them doing something. I don't know what. Where you're like, oh, damn. But like, seriously, LeBron is like a 7 for me.
Okay, so help me understand this. Okay. Help me understand this. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm perplexed right now.
Yeah, because it's literally
I
like
thought-
all over, like everywhere.
because-
You're thinking, oh, maybe I'm into dark guys.
That's
Or
what I thought. I thought it was like the age-old war between like a light-skinned man versus like
No.
dark-skinned rude boy. I thought that was.
not really.
'Cause
I
that's
feel like
been like the
a
Black
trend.
Civil War. Like that's been the Black Civil War since time immemorial.
That's the thing, though. Like, I feel like when it comes to finding people attractive, it's not always just about how they look, right? It's about how a person carries themselves, how they are. Like you're saying, of course, like personality shouldn't come into it, but there's some people who are just loud. You look at them, they look loud. You know what I mean? You just say, ha, you know. Like Tyrese, when you just look at him, he looks problematic, like ready to start a fight with everybody.
Wait, okay. 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 So are they like physical?
No, it's not. It's not even like a physical thing. I'm sure even like for you,
just like a spirit thing.
yeah, maybe it's like, you know, I'm sure it's the same with you guys. Like when you're like finding girls attractive, it's not entirely just oh, she's a pretty girl. There's some girls who are like extremely pretty, but you'd be like, yeah, no, she's not like my type. Does that make sense?
No.
What? So you just.
For me personally, like I look at some people and I go, there's something not quite right. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, but like it can even be a pretty person. Like that's what I'm saying.
Smell danger.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like everybody comes with a thing. So you can be attractive, but still there's some people who are just like, I mean, she's not really my type of person. Does that make sense? Well, she's not a 10 for me. Like she's pretty, yeah, but she's not a 10 for me. She's a 7. Well, maybe other people will swear with her. That girl 11, even like she tops the charts type of thing. So I guess it's like everybody kind of likes what they like, right?
Okay, first of all, there's no reason to be so antagonistic. I thought we were having a civil conversation.
We are.
No, but there's really no need for you to be like, I thought we were having a civil conversation, yet here we are spiraling out of control.
Okay,
so
back to the drawing board.
The hell are you doing about? So, what was life like growing up in Zimbabwe?
It was, I don't know, good.
Interesting, challenging, fun, weird, awkward, challenging.
It was.
Tricky.
It was a bit challenging. I feel like being an adult now, I can just imagine like what my parents were going through trying to get like kids in school, private schools, and I was in boarding schools, so tuition was like crazy. And I remember like Form 4, that's like when I was about to write my O-levels, that's kind of when we went through a really like dark time in Zim, where there was no money, inflation was like 2008, 2009. It's literally like the country just spiraled out of control. And even like in boarding school, when I started like Form 1, Form 2, like our dining hall would always get like I wouldn't say the best food, but like food was good. Like everything was good. Like, you know, okay, your meals are consistent. It's actually like good portions, everything. And then during that time, like we were getting porridge every day, like, cause, you know, yeah, they couldn't really afford to be getting like cereal. And even if they did, it wasn't like all the time. And then, you know, we're now getting, because there was no bread anywhere, so they were like baking more, you know, that kind of thing. So it was definitely like challenging, and I can imagine for like other people who were going without, like it just got even worse. So yeah, I would say like it was quite challenging, very interesting in terms of social life, because I feel like the social life there is a lot healthier than most parts of the world. I mean, lively.
Closer.
Yeah, or maybe it's because like I grew up there, right? So it's like
true.
it's like familiar to me compared to like when you move to a new place and you're now trying to find yourself. It's different.
It's
yeah.
It's very different. I mean, what I find funny about all of that is that, so you know how like when you moved here, people all about artisanal bread. I bake my own bread, and it's like a stamp of like, I'm better than you almost. Yeah. I landed here and I'm like. Like, this is what you guys are boasting about. Yeah. Like, grass-fed beef.
Yeah. Or like 2% milk. Oh, it's 3%.
Like, I can afford whole milk.
Gluten free. No, definitely like moving here was like different. I remember like the first time I went shopping for groceries. You know how like when I was prepping to come, I kind of, you know, Googled groceries to see kind of the cost of living, you know, all of that. Because my parents wanted to know, like, roughly if I wanted, like, income every month, like how much I would need, right? So, obviously you do your math, you do your research, you need to be prepared. You don't want to get somewhere and you're stranded, no money, nah. So, exactly. So, like, I did my groceries, everything. The lady is like putting everything through. And, you're looking at the total. You're like, when I was picking these things, that's not what I saw. So, the tax here is like, exactly. So, it was like very awkward having to, be like, okay, no, I'll leave that. And all of, because I was just like, this is crazy. So, the tax was definitely something that I had to get used to. But once you're used to it, it's almost like when you're buying something, you're like, add an extra $5. Just in case. Of course, sometimes it's not like that, but just to be safe, you don't want to get there and it's a whole nightmare.
Yeah. So, tell us about your blog. What's it about? I didn't do my research. Crap host.
Oh wow, I'm heartbroken.
Again, not judgment.
I'm heartbroken. Okay, so my blog is mostly a fashion and lifestyle blog. Yes, lifestyle. Everyday lifestyle. So I started this when I was in uni because my second year I kind of got into I really love dressing up and all of that, and I've always been into writing, writing about what's going on. I journal a lot. I really love journaling. So I don't know. I just woke up one day. I was like, oh, I should just put this out there somewhere. So I actually started off with a different blog name. I used to blog on Street Side Galore because I felt like that sounded fancy.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, so my blog name is
what?
Street Side Galore.
Street Side Glow.
Galore. Galore.
And that marks the beginning of the end. Okay, so it was Street
Side Galore. Because I used to do.
I don't know if it's because I haven't read a dictionary in a while. But what are you trying to say?
Not that I was trying to spell anything, but it was mostly I used to do a lot of street pictures and everything. Okay. So it was just bringing everything together. And at that time, I was still kind of getting my feet wet into the whole blogging thing. I was still trying to find where I wanted to go with it. And then I changed it because I wanted something that represented who I am as a person, something that's very personal to me, because I found with Street Side Galore it was so long. Even putting that as an Instagram name, it was just way too long. Yeah, so I kind of dabbled with a few names here and there, and then at that time, the girl was growing, gaining weight, the vibes. And so I just figured Slim Thick goes because sometimes, you get on the little, on the slim side, and then I'm mostly on the thick side, but, it works. So, yeah.
Do not knock us. That's all I'll say.
At all.
Okay, so you started the blog here in Vancouver, right?
Yes, I started the blog here in Vancouver, and then I just used to do mostly fashion posts. So it was different outfits for different, times, if I'm going to church, if I'm just hanging out, or just exactly, it was more of just a style blog. And then I think a year after, I decided to get into YouTubing. So my YouTube was mostly focused on hair videos, which I'm now back on and making hair videos again. I kind of went through a phase where I'd stopped doing that, but then, because YouTube is a lot of work, man, behind the scenes, and you're just it's a lot of work, and if you're doing a whole lot of other things, it's just a lot for you to be focusing on. So yeah, I did YouTubing for a while, mostly hair videos. I tried a little bit of the makeup ones, but I don't think I'm one of those makeup girls. So that one, it's it's fun, yeah, but mostly hair videos. And also, as you know, I do hair on the side, so it kind of ties in with what I actually do to stay busy, make money and everything. So it's kind of in the realm of all the things that I do.
So has the local blog community, if it even is a blog community in the city, have they embraced you, or have you found it a little bit difficult? difficult to get into?
To be honest, I feel like when I first started, there wasn't much of a local community in terms of blogging. A lot of people just used to sneer at it. Actually, you get somewhere and people are like, ha, that blogger, kind of making fun of you.
Wow.
Yeah, no, seriously. And it was like quite a lot to take because, you're trying to obviously be like, okay, this is my craft. This is something I take very seriously. And people kind of joke around about it and tend to want to act like, oh, we're supporting, but not really. But I find like in the last couple of years, like I'd say the last 2-3 years, it has definitely changed. Like there are more fashion shows like around. People are actually like, okay, we need bloggers to come. And because I feel like people now understand the importance of social media as well. It's not just you're trying to show off or you're trying to be this person that you're not. No, for a lot of people I find who are like in the creative world, whether they're bloggers, musicians, whatever it is, there's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes that people don't know. And they just see obviously like the final result, judge everything based off that. And it's like people don't actually appreciate the work that you're putting in. But like I find in the last couple of years, like people are really like supportive. Everyone is kind of on their grind, which is really amazing to see because it's like even in terms of like gigs, there are more now because it's like, okay, people are actually looking for people to work with who have like a good social media presence and stuff. Yeah, so it's very motivating, I would say. And it's like, oh, okay, so I wasn't putting in all this work for nothing because it's paying off for a little bit, so it's a really good feeling.
That's fair, because I can only imagine what it would be like where you're putting out something and no one's really taking you seriously. And it's a massive like passion project.
It is. I actually feel like towards the end of like when I finished school, I told you I'd taken a little break. I actually kind of went through that phase where I was just like, okay, I'm putting in all this work. I feel like I've just hit a stagnant ceiling point where I'm not really making money from this. It's like, YouTube, I was making money, but not the kind of money that I want to be making. Okay. And it's like, you're just putting in a lot of work, and you feel like you're not actually making the progress that you need, right? So it's like now it's crazy because during the time that I wasn't really blogging anymore, whatever, that's when a lot of people were like reaching out to me, wanting to work with me on certain projects. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess the work that I did put in before is now paying off now, which is like, oh, okay, so I guess what I was doing was actually, in the right direction, and I should keep putting in the work. So, yeah.
So, sorry. So then in terms of the actual collaborative projects, like, was it easy to find people to collaborate with? Like, were you having to push people away going, your brand is not quite aligned? Or was it really hard for you to find people?
I feel like it's been a work in progress. Like, when I started off, it was mostly like some people whose brand wasn't aligned with mine, I wouldn't work with them because actually I know a few people would be like, oh, I'll work with you, and then last minute they kind of start insulting the business owners and stuff, which is like crazy, I know. But then like for me, I never wanted to get to that place because when you're starting out, you feel like every opportunity is a good opportunity, so you take on whatever comes. But then now I feel like I'm working with brands that I actually believe in, that I feel like, oh, okay, this is a part of my lifestyle. I don't mind working with a brand like this, or advertising for them and so forth, because I also feel like everything I do put out there is a part of my brand. So I don't want to be associated with something that I don't believe in or stand for. And especially now that I'm actually working on starting my own brand, I would believe that people want the same.
Product drop. Come on.
Yes,
now.
you know.
Come on.
Baby
Shout
steps.
it out. Shout it out. Shout it out.
Yes, so I recently started Slimluxe Cosmetics. Hey. Everything slim.
But luxurious. Coming to you in 2020.
Yes, so I actually did a soft launch recently. I would say like about a month ago of like edge controls, which is like products for, black girls.
Edges.
Yeah, you understand.
Fam, my hair's a struggle still. Like I am still yet to find an edge control that works with this absolute disaster of a mane. By the way, you laid it dope last week.
You know how I do.
45 minutes in and out. Yo, sort me out.
And I even tried, the whole trimming, the shape out.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is this. It looks good on camera, and that's all that really matters.
Well, I'm glad
because we're shallow around here.
Oh, my God. You are. But yeah, so I did a soft launch for Slimluxe, and so far it's been going really great. I'm hoping to be done with the website and everything and actually launch more products that are unisex as well, not just, for girls, but for men. I'm thinking of doing, the beard oils and hair oils and all that. So hopefully by the end of September, October, there everything will be ready for a drop. So letting you guys know in advance. Get your coins ready.
You see, now I feel a little bit sensitive because normally I don't get sensitive about not being able to grow a beard, but now I know that you're putting out a beard oil. Now I kind of feel left out.
I mean, you can still get it and use it a little bit,
Now you're just being offensive.
Condition,
Now you're just being offensive.
How am I being offensive?
Now you're just being
offensive.
offensive.
I am supporting your growth, BJ.
This is destructive.
I am supporting
you. You are supposed to build people up.
I am.
What are you doing?
I
will man. All right. So, what are the 10 commandments of black hair maintenance? Like, if they are the 10 commandments, like, what are the do's and don'ts? Like the big ones.
Big ones. Like 10 is a lot because I'm terrible with like hair maintenance. Crazy because I do hair. Yeah. But I would say condition your hair. Condition for the gods. It doesn't matter if your hair is in dreadlocks, whether it's in, it's a ponytail, relaxed, natural, whatever. Conditioner is your best friend. Leave-in conditioner is great too. Shampoo, I would feel like it just depends on what you like, and just be consistent with your routine. It doesn't matter if you have whatever hair type you have, just be consistent with an actual hair routine where you're like, okay, if you wash your hair every week or wash day or whatever it is you guys call it, make sure that it's consistent, because if you're not consistent with it, you won't see any results. You just feel like, I mean, my hair is breaking now. I'm doing everything once a month.
Okay, so is it true that like black hair in the winter needs more oil? Because that's like a common thing out there, because apparently like our hair doesn't have as much oil or something. Like, is there any truth to that?
I say it depends with your hair type, but definitely like during winter your hair needs like a little more loving than it would during summer, because summertime it's like you sweat a lot, you just want your hair out to breathe and everything, but during winter it's like it breaks, you want something to actually hold the hair like in place. So definitely like oiling your hair. Protective styles are also very great during winter. And it's crazy because when I was in Zim, you know how in Zim girls relax their hair. Like if you actually have natural hair, I feel like maybe now it's a little different because there are like a lot of women now who are like, advocates for natural hair and it's beautiful. Exactly. But before, like growing up, you would actually go to a hair salon and they're like, you need to relax your hair, sister, because you know what I mean. And I feel like the relaxers there were very different. We could grow our hair nice, everything, no issues. When I moved here, my goodness, like,
story time.
The relaxers here are so different.
Okay, so what's the worst experience you've ever had with a Canadian relaxer?
No, like, okay, so I think 4 years ago, I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually cut my hair because I went through a phase where my hair was breaking so bad and the ends were like, I would just hold them and the hair just crumbles off. So you decided to go full-blown Amber Rose and said, fuck the world. I started off with a pixie and then I shaved the sides and I just had the middle. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't really like this. And then I just shaved everything.
So let me get this straight. You went through your box standard rebellious teenage phase in your 20s.
Yes, I did.
So you really are a late bloomer.
I am. As a kid, I was a goody two shoes, okay?
Oh my days.
I was a goody two shoes. I didn't do anything bad. And then, went through my rebellious phase when I was in uni.
Yeah, literally 8 time zones away in a different hemisphere. You're like, I think I'm far away from my parents for them to not find out
I can get away with this. I
basis.
I got a nose ring and everything because I was like, oh, I'm grown. Yeah.
Oh my days, I can't breathe. Oh my days.
Do you need a drink?
Might as well. Fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, so that's really interesting because like for the longest time, actually funny story. So the last time, one of the times I was back in Zimbabwe myself, I went to the salon that my mom normally goes to. And I walked in, and back then I had braids. and I wanted to get my locks put in. This was like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting in this chair, and this woman is just taking out my braids. My mom's just sitting there watching it happen.
Yeah.
She finishes taking out my braids, and she looks at my head, even with like pulling out like all the bits of hair that come out, like when you undo braids and you comb it through. She still looked at my head and looked at my mother and said, "Where did this boy get all this hair from?" My mother then proceeded to say, "I don't know. I'm pretty sure he stole it from me." And I'm like, of all jokes to be making in front of people, like why? And it was in that conversation where while she's putting in my locks and that, we start talking about different products and all that other stuff. She was saying that, well, since you're going back out to Canada where it's cold and you're going back in September, so winter is going to be coming up, make sure that you add like enough oil to your hair, because apparently our hair normally is dry.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a lot of oil in it, apparently. I didn't know this prior. I was just treating my hair the way that I've always treated it. I don't know what the hell was going on. But she told me that in order for me to maintain my locks, I have to like diligently add oil to it, particularly during the winter, because winters here are pretty like the air is dry, it's cold, and locks get brittle apparently. Yeah. And they break.
And even just hair in general, like I was telling you, my own hair just went crazy. Even now I feel like when I mostly just have my hair out during summer, and then during winter it's always braided up, and when I'm like relaxing it, it's probably like once every 6 months or something, because I can't do it like regularly, because when I do, my hair breaks a lot. And I'm not about the natural life. I tried it for 8 months.
Hey.
No, listen, I always say this to my customers.
Hot take.
I always say this even to my customers. I really respect people who can keep their hair natural and actually grow it out, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I am lazy when it comes to my own hair. I can't do it. I tried it, and it's like, it's a lot of work, because like you're saying, you have to use all these different products, and it's like your bathroom literally smells like a fruitcake. Like
what's wrong with the fruitcake?
No, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Unless it's like a dead dry fruitcake, then it just breaks your teeth.
No, but that's the thing. Natural hair products always smell so good.
I know.
I don't know what they put in there, but like
Mango.
I just couldn't keep up. It was a lot, and it's like, because everyone's hair is different. Someone can tell you that this product works amazing. You try it, it dries your hair out. Exactly. Like, not falls out, but it dries it out, or it shrinks too much. All these things. So it's like you actually have to experiment with like a whole bunch of different products.
Yeah.
And your girl is just like, listen, this is not for me. I'm strictly, relaxing my hair, which it sucks, because now it's kind of breaking again. So I might do the big chop. I swear.
Oh, you're gonna do another Amber Rose? Please, God, can we please do another Amber Rose? Can I shave your head?
No.
It's okay. I'll just take like a nice little razor blade to it.
No, do you know what it is? I feel like growing my
come on.
No, your hair gets.
You just look like a ripe mango. Just
shave me up.
Just no fuzz. Peach fuzz for who?
Oh my God, I can't imagine cutting my hair again.
Why not?
Because growing it was a lot of work.
Really?
Getting it to a point where you can actually braid it properly was a lot of work. I remember when I did the whole Amber Rose thing, I think after 3 months, because your hair gets to this point where it's like a little afro, but it's
and then it
weird.
Stagnates.
Exactly, and it's not growing. You can't exactly do anything with it. If you want to wear a wig, the little sides are poking out.
I mean, like, I can't relate because my hair grows quick, but like...
Yeah, well, some of us struggle, okay? So yeah, I just hated that process, of trying to grow the hair back. That every time, because I've actually considered, I wanted to do a pixie cut again, but every time I think of that stage, I'm like, I'm good.
Horror stories,
nightmares,
flashbacks. You just can't do it.
PTSD, fam. Like I just can't do it.
Just can't do it. That's actually hilarious. Oh, it is. Can't breathe.
So hot.
No, it doesn't get hot in the studio.
Oh,
because we keep it conditioned.
Okay.
Come on, this is like but this isn't hot. This is like comfortable Zimbabwe hot. It's like
Zim is hot, fam.
Hey, look.
This is fine. Zim is hot.
Let me just say this, right?
Yeah.
If I had to pick between 35 degrees Celsius in Zimbabwe versus 35 degrees Celsius in Ontario, Give me Zimbabwe.
Yeah, well, because Zim is like dry.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah,
That
here
humidity
it's
nonsense.
like humid, like
you
where
know
you
what-
can't breathe.
Fam, you wanna know what happened the last time I was in Ontario?
You know, tell me.
It was last summer, in like July-ish, and the year before
Mm-hmm.
I was in Ontario again in like August. So right around this time of the year. No word of a lie. I got out the shower, man's was sweating, and I was thinking, but why?
No breeze
Like
anyway.
this literally defeats the purpose because the air is hot, it's humid, and it just sits there.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
nasty.
it literally just sits on your chest, going, "Ha! You thought you were smart. Cleanliness is not next to godliness in Ontario."
That's just nasty. Did
Just
you hear
it's-
about the COVID cases there? I mean, I thought Vancouver was bad, but
Hey, look. All I'm saying is this, bruh. If people like to go to strip clubs, they like to go to strip clubs, bruh. Did you hear about that one story about
No.
like this one employee of a strip club like came in contact with like almost 500 people?
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. It's
a
like the most
madness.
recent
And I'm like,
one, right?
Hey, look, bruh. I'm not gonna judge because people like things. If people like doing whatever the hell they like doing, more power to them.
That's
I'm not gonna
crazy.
judge them. I
But-
mean,
But like the first outbreaks here too, like after they kind of reopened stuff.
oh, they
it
were
was-
for joy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That was like also one of the first places people got sick here.
Yeah.
So it's like people need to chill.
Hey, look.
We're trying to stay alive.
Yes,
2020 is wild.
2020
People are
has been
dying.
wild. It's been a wild year.
No, it really has.
Like, I genuinely feel like 2020 has been one of the worst years out there.
It really has.
Do you remember January?
You know what? I feel like January, February were like, oh, okay, you know what?
Mm.
Let me tell
There
you.
were wildfires in Australia,
Oh, yeah.
and the U.S. government killed Iranian like General Soleimani,
Oh, yes, I
which
remember.
almost like triggered an international incident.
Oh.
2020 has been
You know what?
a
Our
dumpster fire
2020, I was
across
actually
the board.
having this conversation with my mom beginning of the year. Like,
Yeah.
I usually go home like every Christmas, which I don't know if I will this year, and it's breaking my heart. But
Yeah.
we went to Mozambique. And usually, like, you know, we do a family trip, you know, kind of to just regroup, start the year properly.
Yeah.
This year was the ghetto. Like, we got to this place. No, seriously, like, we got to like this hotel. Everything was like, I've never been to Mozambique before, so we went to like Vilanculos, and like while we're there, it's very beautiful. You know, the beach there. Oh my gosh, the islands. It's just very beautiful. But I didn't realize like how poor the people there are, and like the area where we're staying. I think the hotel was like the only main thing there, and everything
Jeez.
else were like, you know, little tuck shops and stuff. Even like driving in the highway, getting to our hotel, there was literally like nothing.
It was a madness.
It was just very, very, very different. And you know, when I was talking to my mom, because the hotel we stayed, I mean, they had food and every, you know, hotel life, but
You just don't
it
feel
just
it,
wasn't
yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
You know, I remember like our first night we got there and we're like waiting for our dinner to come, like almost an hour. Just like, guys, like we tried ordering drinks, you know, had like 2 bottles, the food still wasn't there. By the time, like, you know, we ate, like everybody was just cranky, you know, we've been traveling, tired, everything. I was just like, hi, this year I'm going to speak in Shona. Got it in Zara. Like, no, seriously, because we're just like, how are we on vacation and we're not living
just
our best
struggling.
life
Yeah,
right now? You know what I
and
mean?
just
Like, it
struggling
was,
to get food.
everything else was great. And with time, obviously, we're like, okay, we'll just, you know, figure it out
Yeah.
and stuff. But it just wasn't the same way we usually vacation. You know what I mean?
Nah, but
so,
wait,
you
hold
know,
on. Your mom legitimately straight up said like it's
yeah,
the year
no,
of hunger.
my mom
The
is
year of
convinced.
hunger.
My mom is like, we should have known from that trip. Kuti, this year is cursed because everything else that's been happening from then is just really bad. It's like people are
Superstitious African
dying.
parents
I
kill
know,
me.
I know.
Ah, they kill me. The year of hunger.
No, seriously, my mom is like the year of hunger and just disaster.
I
And
decree
it's
2020
true.
shall be a year of struggle. Bam!
And
Right
no
at the
one
beginning
saw
of the
it
year.
coming because everybody, I'm sure, had plans. I wanted to travel a lot,
Ish.
but yeah, well,
Right, curveball time. You ready for this?
I'm not.
Ah, sucks to suck. Those are shit. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what
It is
it
what it
is.
is.
Have you watched that video?
Ah, focus.
No,
I'm not gonna let you distract me from my
Fine.
question. Focus. Right. You have to pick one. Hunt?
What am I picking?
Pick one.
Left or right?
No.
Oh. Okay. Let's redo this.
Yes. How far in are you again?
Just a little bit.
Late. Right. Pick one. And you have to pick one. Death is not an option. Or dishonor. Right?
I'm scared.
You'll be fine. You'll survive. You ready?
Okay.
Never getting your nails done again. Or walking down Granville bald-headed. On a Friday and Saturday night. Every weekend. For 6 months. In the summer.
Never getting my nails done again.
That was quick?
Yeah.
Why?
I have a peanut head. That would be social suicide. I'm sorry. Like my head has got corners. I swear. It has like these 4 corners. So
wait, hold on. Like peanut in the sense like it's long or like
no, like
it's like a white thing.
It's just weirdly shaped, okay? And like when I have super short hair, I can see the corners.
Wait, so like do you have dents or some shit? Like,
no, but it just looks funny, and because I have cheeks. Oh my gosh. I'm
Wait,
sorry,
so hold
I'm
on.
not doing that
Wait,
to
so hold
myself.
on. Wait, hold on. So what you're saying is that when you're bald-headed, you look like a chocolate Rubik's Cube.
I do.
That's what you're saying.
So yeah, no, I'm not doing that to myself.
Oh my god, you were quick on the draw with that one. Oh my god, I was not prepared.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm
Nails,
crying.
I can survive, but that kind of social suicide, no thanks.
I'm crying. No, but hold on. It's Granville though.
No, but still.
No one we know goes to Granville anymore.
But like, what about all the other places I'd be going to with my head looking like that?
It's just Granville.
No, but like.
Okay, cool. This is the way it would work. Let's
Okay.
just get the logistics out the way, right? It'll be like reverse Rapunzel, where every Friday afternoon at 7 p.m., all your hair just drops.
I feel like you're trying to convince me here.
And then...
Do you want to see me with a bald head?
Hey, look, I don't think anyone in the world wants to see that. But what I'm saying is that every Friday afternoon around 7 p.m., right, your hair just drops like magic. Wah, it's on the floor. Done.
I'm good.
Right? And then every Saturday morning at like 4 a.m., your hair just grows back magically.
That's crazy.
But it'll be like silky soft.
No. I would rather just keep it silky soft all the time.
It will be luxurious.
No, just keep it luxurious
Come
all the
on.
time. You can't convince me.
It will be amazing.
You can't.
It will make all of the girls come to the yard looking for edge control. Luxurious. Classy product.
Let's just keep it like that all the time.
Come on. You serious?
Yeah. Dead serious.
Like
That's actually one of the reasons why I'm telling you, like, when I think of cutting my hair again, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it.
You're not even gonna waver.
No.
Like swear down.
No.
Okay, fine. Another curveball for you. Of your 5 senses. Actually, no. Yes. Of your 5 senses, which 2 would you lose?
2.
2. You'd be left with 3. That's 60%. That's about 50%. It's a pass. I mean, not a university, but...
It's hard.
2 have to go. So sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing. 2 have to go. Yeah, I mean, your hair doesn't. These psychological mind games.
Okay, I would say maybe smell and tasting.
So what you're saying is like fuck food, isn't it?
No, but that just means I can eat anything I want, regardless, because I can't taste it.
So what you're saying is that if you make that choice and I choose to fill this glass with literal dumpster water,
Yeah.
you'd still drink it.
I would still drink
and be
it because I can't
completely
taste
unfazed.
Because I can't taste it. I'll probably get sick from it, but it's like, oh,
I know it's okay.
that's different.
That's okay. Like
not having that again.
that's okay. Like we'll just boil it, sterilize it.
I mean, it's like, oh
Should be fine.
shit!
Maybe
If
even-
it kills me, it kills me. But
It's all right. It's like
you
we'll
know,
boil it, sterilize it, maybe
listen,
even pop a
I
couple of
can't
like chlorine tabs.
imagine not being able to see or hear or touch. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just need those other three. Smiling, it's like, oh, even if people decided to, do whatever they want to do in this place, I'm just like, yeah, so what's happening? And I'll be fine.
You can call a spade a spade. You mean if people fart?
Yes.
Like if people let one rip. If people
I
toot
would be
their own
good.
horn.
I'll be like, oh, so are we eating? Like,
on a madness.
yeah, but like I can't imagine not being able to see because you need to see. I can't imagine not being able to hear because you need to hear when people talk shit about you. You always need to be alert, okay? And then I can't imagine not being able to touch stuff because it's like, how would I
because
even
you
function?
like things.
Yes, of course. And how would I be able to function? How do I function without touch? Who will dress me in the morning, okay? So I need those other three more.
I can't breathe.
Breathe, BK. We need you alive.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus, my lungs hurt. Oh, why is this happening? Oh, this is great. Okay,
Don't die now.
so check this out. So I was on Black Twitter today.
Yeah. No, wait. Before you move on to that.
Yeah. What's up?
Which two would you drop?
Hey, look, bruh. I'm not the one.
No, like I'm actually just curious. Like
I'm not the one under the spotlight.
yeah, but I'm just curious. Like which two would you drop?
I could lose my sight. Sight, I'm okay losing.
Okay.
And
You trust people around you that much?
and smell, huh?
I'm saying you trust people around you that much?
Do I have a choice? The way that I see it is that people that are going to be snakes are going to be snakes regardless of the
But
circumstances.
like I feel like when you can't see, there's certain things that you normally just do yourself that you can't anymore, right?
That is true, but if other people on planet Earth have shown us is that it's doable. It's not easy. It is obviously going to be a challenge, but it is doable.
Fair enough. I
But
guess I
it's-
just like easy.
But it's like for me, it's like I need touch and I need sound because I love music.
Oh yeah.
I need taste because food. Because I'm a chunky boy at heart, big boy thing, right?
Yes.
So, like sight and smell, like yeah, it would suck not being able to like smell the ocean and the roses and whatever nonsense people care about nowadays. But that's just kind of like how I would go about it, because I don't know, it's tricky.
Interesting.
It's tricky.
Definitely interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I was on Black Twitter today, and I found something that legitimately made me lol.
Okay.
Man's was
Twitter
on the
is
floor.
crazy.
Yo. So someone posted this. FYI, Becky is a younger Karen and Susan is their mentor. Specifically. So we all know what a Karen is, right?
Yeah.
So apparently a Becky is just a younger Karen
Younger
that's in her
version.
20s. And a Susan is just
grandma.
is
version.
like and Susan is just a Karen with a master's degree. They're just like, I have ascended to a higher level. I am far better than you at doing all this shit.
Yeah.
And when I read it, I'm like, so when Beyonce said Becky with a good hair, like,
We all know what she meant.
aye.
But you know what it is? It's actually interesting that you bring that up. I feel like with Black Twitter, we really, well, I say we because I'm Black too, but I feel like we really come for the Susans and the Karens and the Beckys. But the moment they even try to say anything back, it's over. It is the end, and it's, I don't know, I find it quite interesting. Like,
I have seen completely like unexpecting people get completely blindsided by Black Twitter going, nah, but you, who do you think you are?
Black Twitter is like just say one wrong thing and it's over for you. Like people will drag you, drag you to the trenches and
Like-
leave you there. And it's crazy because one day Twitter can love you and be like, yes, you are the one.
And then it turns.
And they just wake
And
up
then it
and they
turns.
hate you. Like,
Okay, so which are the most like terrifying like online like fan groups or like groups to be afraid of? Because I know that everyone's afraid of like the Beehive, like Beyonce's fan group. I know that everyone's afraid of Rihanna's like fan group
The
is also
Navy.
is
They're
also crazy. Another one is like Black Twitter, obviously. But then there's this other one for this other Latino singer. like an American dude.
6ix9ine?
No.
Does he have one?
No, like the dude. People that are willing to ride or die for 6ix9ine, I look at them and I'm like, are you sure about your trajectory in life?
I kind of like his music now, though.
Hey.
I know. I think it's something in the quarantine air, you know. No, because
so what? Bad taste is in the quarantine.
I don't know. It must be it because honestly.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. There are 2, maybe 3 6ix9ine songs that I listen to.
No, but like that's
purely in the gym.
But that's the thing for me. It's like maybe those 2 or 3 are the ones that he brought out during quarantine. Because it's crazy. He was on house arrest. He did everything in the house that he was living in.
Yeah.
Do you know how crazy that is? It's like the amount of work it is.
He's got a big ass house.
But like that's the thing, to change everything up, and
Chris Brown did
like a lot of work.
Okay, so Chris Brown literally did the exact same thing like not too long ago. Like he released a video. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he released a video I think in the last week or so.
Oh really?
And it was legitimately like filmed at his house. Like Chris Brown has like a full basketball
I know, like even
court.
Tootsie Slide was like in Drake's house. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But like I was just like, well, damn, that's wild. But yeah, as a person, he's kind of fucked up. I don't really care about him as a person, but I'm just like, I mean, your music, well, okay.
All right. So, do you have any words of wisdom for any young, aspiring black entrepreneur, blogger, thing trying to find their way? Like,
do their thing.
That's
yes.
it?
No.
That's a little underwhelming.
No, I was finishing off the sentence that you were.
It's okay. See, I was just reciprocating because you cut me off when I was doing this. So,
okay, continue.
It's all about balance.
Continue.
Balance. No, go ahead.
Okay, I would say get started. It doesn't matter if you think your idea is too small for the world, if you just feel like you're not where you need to be for you to get started. It's like, get started, because a lot of times we spend a lot of times preparing to get started, and you just end up procrastinating. You actually don't end up doing anything. And when you do start, you face a lot of other challenges that you're just like, oh, I could have just started this a long time ago, and, you know, be learning as I go. Because the truth is, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're, you know, into blogging or whatever, everything is a learning it's a learning process. So you're going to go through certain things, even like to elevate your craft. When you get into it, I feel like especially with entrepreneurship, a lot of people spend time saying, oh, when I do start, you expect that you're going to, you know, sell out, and it takes time, because you actually need to like put in the work. You have things that you need to learn and all of that. So you never know all those things until you actually get started. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Hey, finger snaps. Come on. All right. Well,
can you hear that?
Look, I have heard of bad finger snaps. This is the first time in my life that I've ever witnessed struggle snaps. That's the first time in my life.
I'm trying.
Just stop, please.
It's loud.
No, stop. Just don't. Jesus Christ, just don't. Anyway, Señorita Slim-Thick, Charntelle.
Yes.
Great to have you on Arreglo Radio. It's been a blast. It's been an absolute hit, nanny. But, you know, so where can people find you on the socials and that?
Well,
do you have like a thing where it's like people like bare men them can just pull up and slide in your DMs going like, well, go on, girl?
About the sliding in the DMs. No, but I've got a ting.
Like,
so people can
no.
I'll probably just
if you look proper slim thick, you know.
You're actually a clown. But yeah, so people can follow me on Instagram. So I have 3 pages on Instagram. Yes. One, you know, for moi. And then the other one is obviously like, well, the other 2 are my business pages.
Okay.
So my personal one is _Slim-Thick-Diva. And then for my cosmetics line, it is Slimluxe Cosmetics. And then for my hair stuff, it's like Hair by Slim-Thick.
So you said you have a YouTube channel as well?
Yes. So my YouTube channel is just my first and last name. So Charntelle Murombwi. And then for Twitter, I am Slim-Thick-Diva.
Standard.
Yes. Oh, and if you are into, reading blogs and that kind of thing, I don't know. Now, like, the world is different. People don't really read as much of, like, the blogs as they used to because obviously it's, like, just so much happening in the world. Yeah. But it's, like, Slim-Thick-Diva.blogspot.ca.
Hey, come on, Blogspot.
Yes.
All right. I guess that's it. So, to those of you still listening, thank you so much for making it through this rambling conversation. I know that I can be a little bit annoying to listen to, but you are here. You are here.
And come back here.
I'm the captain now.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
It was a blast, yo. It was a blast. And as always, you can find us at Arreglo Entertainment Inc. on the IGs. Go follow us up. And this has been episode 2 of Arreglo Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be kind to one another. Take it easy.
Stay safe. It's 2020.
Arreglo Radio is a platform where young professionals share their stories of ups and downs, lessons learned, and professional expertise, giving you an insight into their lives. So join us as we sit down with some incredibly talented people right here on Arreglo Radio.